Yes, welcome everybody to tonight's show. Usually called the Granny Rock Show, but tonight we have a special appearance by Santa Claus itself, because we're not sure what gender Santa really is. And so, welcome to the show of Santa Speaks. And you can ask any of those questions you've always wanted to have answered, but you didn't know what address to send your letters to. So, without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to our special guest, Santa Claus.
That would be me.
Now, I didn't know Santa could come as a woman. How is this?
Well, James,
What?
get with it. This is 2021, almost 2022.
What does that mean?
I'm non-binary.
Ah!
I mean, I ask you, how do you think an old man is going to know what a little girl wants? Right? So we need a non-binary, ambidextrous, black and white, all kinds of things.
Who can understand both genders and all ages and all the rest.
Gays and trans and all of that stuff. So here we are.
Well, here we are. So everybody out there, feel free now to chat with us with any questions you may have. Just send them on in, and we will ask Santa to answer them. Now, I have a question to start off with.
First of all, I want to say that this is an unrehearsed
Spontaneous show.
So we don't know what Santa is going to say about anything.
Yeah. Oh, and we already have a comment. Elizabeth says hello and sends a heart of love.
Hello,
Thank you, Elizabeth. Back at you. We love you too. So the first question is,
yes,
does Santa really exist on any level?
Well,
I mean, this is a question we've been wanting to get the answer to all our lives, right? As kids, we believed that Santa existed. As adults, we don't believe Santa exists. What is the truth? We want to know.
You want to know. Well, the truth is, you know, a lot of people have said that Santa represents the spirit of giving.
Okay.
And so, therefore, the existence of Santa goes up and down. Depending on how self-centered and selfish we are.
Or grasping and greedy.
That's right. So sometimes...
And by the way, Tracy says hello and sends a heart of love and also a couple of hearts coming out of the eyes.
Love it. So sometimes the spirit of Santa is very strong when there's a lot of giving. And sometimes everybody is all like clutched and nervous and scared of everybody in there. So the spirit of Santa is kind of like dying on the vine.
Oh.
You know, even though, you know, people think that the spirit of Santa is give me a present.
Right.
And that
right,
seems to go on forever. But the you know, the giving to our worlds is, well, that's kind of up and down. So that's it. That's
well. So how do you feel about the fact that for a lot of people, Christmas is a chance to get presents?
I think it's disgusting.
Oh.
And I am supposed to be, you
the
know,
giver of in response to these requests.
And I am so sick of getting letters. Dear Santa, can I have this? Can I have that? Eartha Kitt. Those of you who can remember Eartha Kitt.
Yeah. Oh, and we have another couple of
yes.
well,
comments.
Let
me just finish this comment.
Sure,
It's
and then we'll...
Santa baby, give me a yacht, give me a this, give me a... You know, I'm sick of it. Sick of it. Yes.
Oh, and then Catalina says, ho, 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 good evening. And she sends a tree, a green tree.
Ooh, I love trees.
And Amy says, hi, Santa and James. And she also sends a tree along with a heart, along with, I can't tell what that other one is. Might be an accordion or something.
Hi there, Amy. Glad to see you, because we're going to be asking you to be sharing your questions for Santa, too. Not just James, this is the scoop, by the way. Not everybody gets to interview Santa.
Yeah, this is the first interview I've ever heard of Santa.
Indeed,
so, hey, this is a scoop.
So, but we hope that you also send in your deepest, darkest questions.
Yes.
And it
And
looks like we
Todd
have
says,
yet
greetings,
another one.
Santa and sweet baby James. Thank you. And he sends notes of music to us.
Welcome. Yes,
I have another question for you.
I'm glad.
How do you feel about the fact that little children are led to believe that Santa exists in physical form? They can go sit on Santa's lap in a big department store. And there's a chance that their requests for gifts are going to be answered. And then later on, they learn from other people that there ain't no Santa. We was hoodwinked. What do you say to that?
Well, I say that it's pretty stupid.
What's pretty stupid?
Well, the whole thing of making it look like I'm some fat man in a mall
Okay.
is, that is not the spirit of Santa. And I see we have another comment.
Oh, yes, Don
already.
says I made it. Think I'm on time. Yay! And he sends a couple of hearts of love.
So
Thank you, Don.
it's kind of, I shouldn't say stupid, but it's kind of sad. I think that what we should be doing is teaching our children about the spirit of love and giving.
Ah.
And that is what we should be teaching our children. But hey, who am I? I'm just Santa Claus, right? And then they get me on these reindeer, and you know what I mean, and I have to be in the North Pole, and I'm not in the North Pole. I'm in the North Pole. I'm in the South Pole. I'm in the No Pole. I'm in the equator. I'm everywhere,
Are you bipole?
I am. I am.
Oh,
Yes.
Amy says, how did the spirit of giving become give me and stress everyone out about giving gifts?
Well,
that's one form of the spirit of giving. Give to me.
well, I'm going to tell you something that I think a lot of you are not going to want to hear. A lot of rich people gave their children gifts because they didn't take care of them.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like,
okay,
oh,
yeah.
I send you off to the nanny. So, and then I show up, and therefore, oh yeah, look at me, I'm giving you all these gifts, and you're supposed to love me. Oh, and all
Because
of that
now they're a
stuff.
good parent. Because look what a good parent they are,
Very
giving you all
good
these
parent. Very good parent. So, that's part of it. And then, of course, the poor people felt like they had to do something. But I remember as a child, I didn't celebrate Christmas actually, because there was no Christmas when I was a child. You know what I mean? I'm very old. So, and there was just a sense that of family and love, and family was extended family and everybody, and it was very inclusive, everybody. And that was wonderful, and I have always wanted to bring that energy forward. But, I don't want to sit here and say, yeah, it's all corrupt and all that. I don't want to say that, because some people truly love their children and they want to give them something. But the question is, what do you need? What do you want? What does that child need? A lot of children need way more emotional security than they're getting. And they need peace. Forget about peace on earth. Just start peace in the family. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
And so it becomes a big cover-up, right? And I get dragged into it. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, Santa. So I think that the security of the children and our security with one another really trumps all this stuff. But we don't have very much confidence in what we have to offer. So we have to compensate with gifts, right?
Well, do you think we should even have a Christmas holiday at all?
Well, it depends on what you mean by a Christmas holiday. If it's a holiday to bring people of the world together, to bring our awareness of the needs that people have, if we can make it a season of love, yes, because we need that reminder. You know, it's so easy to get caught up in all that stuff every day. It's like working and it is like, okay, take a moment, like Thanksgiving, right? Shouldn't we be thankful every day? But we're not. So, okay, Thanksgiving should be a reminder that we have so much to be grateful for.
And it's also like an annual ritual to where we ritualize coming together with friends or family or both and do give thanks and share.
But, you know, you look at, and I'm not saying anything new, you know, you go to a Christmas party and people are backbiting each other and they're competing for jobs and, you know, all this. And they're drinking, you know what I mean? And I don't think that has much to do with me. You know, it's like, oh, ho, 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 have another drink.
Well, they're celebrating the spirits of Christmas.
That's right, exactly. And it's very sad. As I say, I think that a lot of this is because people don't really think they have anything to offer. So they have to give something external. So a lot of children who grew up poor, were very grateful to get something, anything, you know. And I can understand it. You have a child mentality. But you see, we're supposed to grow up from that child mentality. And the child mentality says, it's all about me, 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 me. We're supposed to outgrow that. And it's up to the parents and the adults in the society to help people to grow up out of that me, 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 me. And I don't mean just going to the homeless shelter on Christmas and giving out gifts. I mean, that kind of makes me look a little bit sick. It's like, okay, the rest of the year, it's like, oh, you get turkey on Thanksgiving. The rest of the year you starve. You get gifts on Christmas, and the rest of the year you don't get anything. So it's like our whole world needs to change into the spirit of Santa Claus, where we are really caring about one another. And then we could see what we want to do with Christmas and how that holiday would evolve. But I have become associated with Christmas, and really the spirit of giving is universal. It doesn't have anything to do with any particular religion. So where are the readers?
Are there any others who have questions or comments
This
that you'd
is
like
your
to share?
chance.
This is your time.
That's right.
You may not have another chance to talk to Santa and get a straight answer.
For another 1,000 years. You know, I don't grant interviews all the time.
No.
No.
This is a rare occasion.
It's very rare. And I don't mean the beef either.
So, you're the spirit of giving and caring and love.
Yes. And there isn't that much of me on the planet today. I'm pretty sure everybody knows that. Oh, it looks like we
Well, here we
have
go.
somebody.
Tracy says, Santa, what do you wish you could give people?
I love that question. I wish I could give people what they need in their souls.
Oh.
I wish I could give people a sense of self-love and self-confidence. And you don't get that in a box. Right. And I wish I could give parents the feeling of calm and self-confidence. I wish I could give parents time to spend with their children. I wish I could give children the idea that power is not a win, it's a loss.
Oh, how do you explain that?
Well, I've been thinking about that. You know, we think we sometimes we feel really down and we need the win. So that what is a win? And we have one more comment before we go on.
Oh, Todd says, love that question and especially that answer.
Love it, love it. Thank you, Todd.
Mm.
So what it is that people think they need a win. Like, oh, I need to win the game. I need to win the job. I need to win the woman. I need to all the okay, and that's always a win that has a loss. Somebody wins, somebody loses, and then we all lose because the person who loses is angry and resentful and sad, and then our whole world becomes more sad and more depressed. Now, if we could start looking for wins that have to do with nurturing ourselves and feeling good about ourselves, those wins are gifts to everybody. If I'm in a happy mood, I can give that happy mood to you. So part of the spirit of Christmas is having something to give, and I don't mean money. I mean having joy to give, right? Having self-confidence, having a vision of a better world and fighting for it. That is a great gift, see? And that does not include a loss. So I would like to give people a different view of winning, one that includes everybody, so that we're all winning. And that would be a great gift.
Now, Christmas implies Christ Mass. How do you feel about it being limited in that way?
Well, you know, people have symbols, right? Like, believe it or not, I'm a symbol. Right. So if you use Christ as a symbol of caring and love, then I'm very happy. Go to Christ and see that symbol of caring and love and follow in that footsteps. But if you see Christ as a special guy who, if you're the only ones, if you believe in Christ, then you get saved and nobody else is, I don't think that's what the dude was thinking. In fact, I know he wasn't because I was around then, you know. So, right? So therefore, if again, Christ is a symbol, let's go to the essence of what that symbol is. The symbol of caring, the symbol of being willing to suffer in order to bring something to everybody. That's pretty damn good. But it doesn't have to be Christ. It can be anything, you know. Looks like we have another comment.
Tracy says, love it. Thanks, Santa. She loved your answer about what do you wish you could give people.
Thank you, Tracy. I'm afraid that I'm sounding very corny, you know, like very old-fashioned. Well, I am old. But I'm not.
And you're in fashion.
Oh, I'm always in fashion. Getting gifts is always in fashion, right? Too much so.
So how do you feel about people shifting the focus from Merry Christmas to Happy Holiday, and how do other religions get included in this holiday time?
Well, that's a very important question that you're asking. Anytime it becomes exclusionary, it's no longer Christmas. It's no longer peace on earth. It's no longer goodwill towards everybody. It's no longer love. It's about separation. It's about I'm this and you're only that. So we've just blown the whole thing. So I think it's really important what you're saying, that we need to see all of this as symbolic of inner qualities but we have to be well enough to embody those qualities.
Oh, Amy has a comment here. Years ago, I realized that I was giving my nieces and nephews presents at Christmas so they would like me and think of me.
Right, which is about as self-centered as you can get.
That's right. I then decided to handwrite a personal letter to each one, admitting all this, but instead letting them know how much I love them,
Lovely, lovely.
even when I am out of touch.
That's lovely. Now, unfortunately,
Well, I'm curious as to how those nieces and nephews responded to this.
well, exactly. You got my question. See, unfortunately, people who get that say, yeah, but what about the silver set? You know, and
What about the toy that I've
what
been
about the
wanting?
toy if I'm a child? Or what about this and what about that? And come on, James, even you do that, right? It's like, oh, my grandson isn't going to remember me because I didn't give him a present, right? So that just goes to show you how little we value ourselves.
Good
Oh,
point.
There is another paragraph.
Oh, you missed the last paragraph.
Yeah.
Oh, one of them then called to tell me that the letter was one of her favorite possessions.
Ooh.
That warmed my heart for sure.
Very good.
Ooh, good one, Amy. Good one.
So there's hope. There's hope for humanity
Yeah.
that when we get what we need, that sustains us. And when we don't get what we need, it just makes us addicted. So for example, if I need a real meal and I eat white bread and sugar cookies, right? That's going to make me sick and crave more. But if I get what I need, protein, food, and I feel better, I might say, wow, that is what I need. But we are bombarded with messages about what we need. So, it's like, oh yeah, I know, I didn't feel good, but I didn't have that vodka cocktail. Or, if you're or I didn't have this, or I didn't have that, or I didn't get that diamond bracelet from my boyfriend. I've never gotten a diamond bracelet from my boyfriend. But because
I can't give you anything but love, baby.
That's right. And being non-binary, I'm all over the place. But anyway, sometimes people are so brainwashed that they just don't get it, that they can't even connect to themselves. So one of the things that I would like to give everybody for this Christmas is a connection to yourself. When you connect to yourself, you know what you need and you can go after it. And you're not always settling for things you don't need that look good but don't satisfy your soul. Well, see, we're missing it. And then what really irks me is that I'm getting all the credit for all these gifts that people don't need. So I feel like, I feel cheated. You'd don't want me for that. I want you to want me for what I've got, right?
Yeah. So, Santa, are you saying that you don't want people to ask you for presents anymore?
Oh, God.
You're going to retire from that role, huh?
Oh, my God. I am so sick of it. If I get one more letter from a kid who says, can I have a Legos game, or can I have... I understand. Again, I understand children can get into that. But if we truly take care of our children and teach them who they are and what they need, they're much more likely to actually look for what they need, just like with food. If you raise your children on sugar, they're going to look for sugar. And it's much more likely that they'll look for real food if you raise them on that. And if you model that for them, boy, call it old-fashioned, but I've been around a long, long time. I've been around longer than Buddha and longer than a lot of the gurus, and I've seen it all, and I really believe what I'm saying because I've seen it over and over and over. This society is so sick. If I could give everybody a change of heart, I would. A moment of peace and self-love, faith in themselves, faith in one another, the willing to trust, the willing to take risks to make a better world, I would be very, very happy with that, very happy. And then I might throw a few gifts in just, to make people remember that I am Santa Claus after all. Because I really am Santa Claus, right? And I'm not the guy that you think I am, right? I am...
You're non-binary.
I'm non-binary. And I am black and white and red all over, as they say, and all kinds of cultures. And I'm not exclusionary. And I can see into the hearts of people, and I see people crying. And what they're crying for is love and belonging. And that's what I see. And I don't see a lot of it. And I don't think you do either.
So would you prefer then that people see you in a different light, like, say, an elder in the family or something like that?
Are you suggesting that I'm old?
Well, you said you've been around a long, long
Yeah,
time.
that doesn't mean I'm old. I'm forever young. I don't want to be an elder in the family. I want to be the child in the family. I want to be the child that sees possibilities, because so many of us adults and elders are so stuck in old paradigms. We don't see anything. We don't see hope. We don't see possibilities. So I would like to be the child that still has wonder, that looks into the sky and sees the stars and sees Rudolph coming across the sky, bringing joy and happiness to people. Before you end the show tonight, I would really like you to remind everybody that Granny Rocks will be back next week.
That's
and
right. This is the Granny Rock Show, after all.
Right, and that we get, you broadcast the show every Wednesday night.
That's right, Santa. How do you know so much?
Well, I've got my ears to the grindstone. So, yeah, we'd love you to why don't you give Santa a gift?
Oh, give Santa a gift. What kind of gift would you like?
Well, you could share this show with others. Let people know what I'm really thinking. This is The Scoop. And I would love it if you tell them about the Granny Rock Show.
Yes.
And I would love it if you comment. And Beth, or I will actually come back and I will answer. I'll be probably less busy after Christmas, but I will always answer you. If you come from your heart, I'll want to answer you. So I would love you to give these people your support for Christmas. And
Very
that
nice.
we can all give one another our support for Christmas. And Beth plays the piano on Thursday nights.
Oh, yes. Why don't you tell us about that?
Beth Green's Magical Piano Improvisations. And she may be disguised as Santa tomorrow, I don't know, because nobody ever knows what Beth is going to do. And share, share, share. You know, this is a corny message that I've given you tonight, but corn is a staple for many cultures. Sometimes we need more.
We're not lacking
corn,
in corn in this society.
but we are lacking in corny. You know, I mean, sometimes these things get drippy, disgusting, and I can't stand them. But so much of, you know, I'll pass by and I'll see on my way down or up, right? And I'll see people watching these shows, and they're all like so sophisticated, and they're all, you know, cursing and trying to look tough and all that, and that's
And
looking
sexy, trying to look sexy.
and powerful. And I look at that and I'm thinking, boy, what are you compensating for? Why are people watching this? That is not going to feed your soul. So, a little corny Santa Claus coming into Christmas.
And feed your soul and feed the souls of others.
Maybe just what you need.
Okay. Well, thanks everybody for coming. We appreciate your being here.
It's been a privilege. It was easy. You guys were so nice. Thank you for welcoming me into your homes. And I didn't even have to come down the chimney.
Okay.
Until next
Bye-bye
time.
for now.
Love you.
You take care.
I would like to give you love. Love, love, love.
Yeah, send my love also.
Okay. Bye-bye.